We are on the adventurous island, a former Soviet Union defense outpost, right on the coast of Estonia. This place is a treasure trove of artifacts, bunkers, and strange constructions hidden in plain sight all over the island. My friend Dima and I were on a journey to uncover some of the long-lost secrets of this strange corner of the world. These are some of the gigantic relics left behind by hammer and sickle. Only minutes after our last discovery, I find myself in a gigantic bunker, strongly reminiscent of a dripstone cave. With my flashlight still malfunctioning, I suddenly stand ankle deep in an underground lake.
It's flat.
After some searching around, I found daylight again. I'm out, but I'm separated from Dima, so I have to find him. Chapter 4: Shelter.
Hey, that's a tunnel.
It's easy to get sidetracked here, but usually you get something really beautiful as a reward.
How big is this?
I wonder if this island has to compensate for something.
So what?
Yeah, don't expect a full climb scene.
Oh my. Oh. Holy.
Once upon a time, this housed an artillery cannon. Now, only its empty shell remains.
So big. Doesn't even fit my camera. Some photos.
Above this hole used to be a large, rotatable steel housing. It contained a large cannon that could sink ships from several kilometers away. I found this photo somewhere on this island. They give a really nice impression of what used to be here in the past.
That's incredible.
I continue my search for Dima. And found him only minutes later, right next to the biggest bunker on the island. It's 15 meters high and used to have a cannon barrel 14 meters long when it was still in its prime. Honestly, everything on this island is so big, these jokes write themselves.
Ow.
Yeah, I know, my jokes can sometimes physically hurt.
What does it say? Tallinn?
Only name and date. Zheleznyakov, its family name was P. Piotr, and D was his name, father name.
I see.
My name, my father was Igor. I'm Igorovich.
Yeah. Somebody left his name tag, basically.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's Лучший, maybe.
Lucci.
Ровно лучший мой. Best my 84.
We continue our way.
The deer again? Ah, a rabbit. I think we have enough sausages.
Okay, one wish.
What's your one wish?
Wish. Sleep.
Look at that.
Dima got his one wish. We pitched our tent and he went straight to bed. Which totally killed my timetable, by the way. And I did what I do best. Put my nose into every hole I could find. Explore.
Macarena. Oh!
Okay, Dima pitched it and I was busy. Because I can be very focused on the tasks I choose. Ah yes, there's nothing better for your body than some activity. Climbing a good old rusty tower made by Soviet engineers. The same whose first rule of engineering involves a tool so important to them, they put it on their flag. And I'm not talking about the sickle. I mean, what could possibly go wrong? So, I would never have expected what happened next. Nothing happened. I must admit I had slight doubts I would survive this. You could say, as some of previous episodes flashed right before my eyes. Oh, that's a lighthouse, by the way. Or it used to be one, when it was a Soviet top-secret base. Chapter 5. Dr. Jones, I presume. With Dima sleeping in the tent, I was exploring a part of the island we previously passed by. I went towards some ruins that I can only describe as the Temple of Doom. Standing right before it, I actually feel like Indiana Jones. Hope this isn't my last crusade. The island was made a part of the coastline fortification under Tsar Nicholas II. In 1914, the civilian population was relocated and artillery batteries, a harbor and a narrow gauge railway were built along the coastline. During the Russian Revolution in 1917, the crew of a battleship decided to establish the independent state
Soviet Republic of Soldiers and Fortress Builders of...
The flag bore the words
Death to the bourgeoisie.
and other words looked like a pirate flag made up by children. The Internationale was chosen as the national autumn, and a small settlement in the south of the island was declared the capital. There were even plans to introduce a currency. The Republic lasted a total of 2 months, because in 1918 the Germans invaded Estonia and the island, and since everybody fears German bureaucracy, the independent state was dissolved, and its inhabitants fled back to Russia. I mean, just imagine the hassle of getting a post-construction permit to militarize an island and create your own state from a German government office. I would have fled too. So, Germans, Russians, old temple-like structures. This would make a really good Indiana Jones movie. Chapter 6. Strange Findings. I continue my exploration and found other strange artifacts. Like this one. I have no clue what it is. It looks like a bunker ventilation. But there's no bunker on my map. However, if this is actually a ventilation opening, then the bunker underneath is completely flooded. What I really love about this island is that you stumble upon historical artifacts at every turn. So here too. This artillery position is apparently being restored by someone, and it taught me a very valuable lesson about the dangers of mold and how it can get to your head. It's locked, but thanks to my incomparable infiltration skills I was able to, yeah, okay, you got me.
Yeah, nice. It's an open door. Looks like they done it on purpose.
Perhaps to clean the air of mold.
Smells burned.
Another mold cleaning action.
Oh.
The mother of mold. Let's get out of here. Ouch. That even hurts in post-processing. I survived and found something interesting. An old Soviet workshop. Completely with workbenches, curiosities, and material storage. The inscriptions are in Old Russian, if I'm not mistaken. Ah, the generator controls.
Synchronoskol Pereglojuchatel Motion Aggregata Generator.
One might be tempted to praise the wonders of Soviet engineering.
Misha
A miracle generator that still runs even after decades,
Nabia Chenya
with a single gas of tank.
Bisha.
But one would also be mistaken, because the generator you hear is actually the one of the island's radar station next door. The sun was already going towards the horizon. On my way back to the camp, I found another bunker. I must have bought them a dime a dozen.
Oh.
I entered it, walked 10 minutes through the darkness, came back to light, and basically ended up somewhere else. After that, I found the remains of the narrow gauge railway.
Turntable for the trains. But where does it lead? Kind of looks like a shooting gallery. Hills to the left and right. Some targets at the end and... Nope. No shooter here. Oh wow, it's a storage for stuff. And behind door number 2. Are you will to switch it against door number 4? Well, there is a car behind door number 2, but only in parts.
It's a do-it-yourself kit.
Okay, maybe it is, or was, a shooting gallery. Hey, maybe we find bullets. Yes, it was a shooting gallery. Yes, you can see the bullets all over.
Well, 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 a shooting range on an abandoned military island. Who would have thought that? I want a little souvenir. Let's MacGyver a bullet out of the wood.
That's a bullet.
Deformed by impact. It may be around 50 or 100 years old. Max 108 years.
Nice.
Beets, sweets and flowers as a bring-along. Back at the camp, Dima already awaited me with a mixed surprise. He had company. A group of guys were sitting around the fire. One of them was butt naked. The leader took me to the side and talked to me. They were a group of nature enthusiasts and here for the night. Then he asked me for my name. and mentioned that I looked like them from Austria. I answered him, and we talked about stuff. Then he asked me for my name and mentioned that I looked like I'm from Austria. Seeing my confused face, he smiled and admitted that he was on drugs. Despite the company, we were able to enjoy the evening.
You put all of them on it? Yeah, that's good.
Because they politely retreated to the beach. To dance manically to house music.
No, that was Spock.
Okay.
There's a difference between Spork and Spock.
Later, the leader and his brother came over to talk. He explained that both of them were true socialists.
Don't let them escape.
Then he mentioned their company and described some strange business model that sounded awful capitalistic to me. So much for being a socialist. I tried to push the topic towards politics and philosophy, because honestly, I wanted to hear more of his doublethink. But his train of thought literally crashed more than once, or did a mental U-turn, mid-sentence. It kind of felt like talking to an Alzheimer's patient.
Beautiful.
Later, Dima and I retreated back to our tent. There, we fall asleep to the sounds of nature. And house music. At least until their boombox had an accident. Don't mess around with my beauty sleep. This story will be continued. Seeking the artifacts of a time long forgotten, Dima and I continued our journey towards new adventures. Following the trails in expectation of new findings, we strive to learn more about this unique island. Stay tuned, because in the next part, the best is still to come. This island is so big, I could write a whole book about it. Until that's in print, why don't you watch the video on the left? Or maybe the one on the right? Choices, just watch both of them. I wonder where I left the keys to the Ember Room.